All right. Wow. Hello, everyone. Good morning. So this is a kind of very grateful, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me to speak in the Sunday service. Wow, it's in Boston. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, so I have to introduce myself. And I don't know how much you know me, and maybe everyone just knows, dancer or, just working headquarters. It's everywhere, Luke-san, So that's kind of images, I don't know. But today, I give you the my testimony, So, yeah, I didn't prepare any speech script and any presentations in PowerPoint. I usually do. But today, kind of especially, this is my challenging to speak just what God wants to speak through me to reach each one of your heart. I'm kind of mediator to be here because kind of my life is very unique. There's many Japanese dad. I'm Japanese dad too, but kind of really unique experience I've been through. First, I want to ask you guys to. You are first generation or second generation? Second generations. If you are not born with as a second generation, how do you think what's gonna doing you guys? The first generations, Japanese that if you are not coming in America, or first generations, everyone, if you do not join our church, what you are doing? You never think about that? You imagine yourself? You do, or not? Please think your moment. If, you're just walking, you don't know true parents, don't know the divine principle, don't know what's good, what's bad, you know now. But think about your friends, your community, other non-unificationist environment. For me, I'm very grateful to join the Communication Church. When I was a college student, my major is, believe it or not, my major was philosophy. Oh my God, why philosophy? And because I had struggling, searching truth, and when I was high school, very unusual, but I really kind of internal person, and very serious guy. Don't you believe that? Yeah. And then, so I choose my major in philosophy. Without knowing the truth, how I can become like an engineer, how can become working for the company, without knowing truth, it's no life. I thought that, I read up many books, many, philosophy book and religious book. I visiting different Buddhist denominations, I totally Buddhist background. My father, very strict Buddhism. I pray, chanting, every day, every night, for the ancestors, be with their, Hanya Shingyo, that's, I'm memorizing, And I am very strict, not strict, My father showed me, his faith toward to gratitude to the, our ancestors every time. Anyway, and I grow the environment, and then I was meet my spiritual mother on the street, as Japanese do, ankete, like a survey in the street. I joined them. I was like underestimating those people, just street ready talk to me, How come, how she can teach me the truth, I didn't think so. Because I have own very strong philosophy, I have. So I've been searching, practicing many different facing way. One of the things I've been doing, like yoga. Yoga is not exercising. Yoga is not. Yoga is religion. And then I went to some master yoga. I practicing yoga, stretch, and meditating. And I asking the yoga master, how long you take this find the 7 chakra to see God? How long? I asked him. Or maybe 10, more than 10 years, maybe, Oh, no, I don't have time. That's 10 years too long to practice yoga. Oh, my God. I quit, And I was searching. And then visiting different church, visiting different workshop, And then I found, this, okay, it's good time to learning Bible. I forgot to learning Bible. Oh, this is good, video center. Called, I can learn Bible in the video center. Oh, okay, And I was listening, and I was sleeping, almost most time in the video. And but video center has one talker called talker. He listening what I'm saying. Oh, okay, Higuchi-san, you're great. Yeah, wow. He's reacting very gratefully, accepting, embrace me, Oh, very feel good, I went to every time, every 3 days, And then he's really pushing 4 days workshop. You go 4 days workshop. No, I'm not. I cannot. Because that time I was being really practice so hard, train every day, dancing. When I was college student, second year, I disciplined myself, every day and I had performance every weekend in like a show, dance show, very professionally level. I was dancing for the Kyoto, area, and I think no. This Golden Week, we say Golden Week, April, end of April, the middle of beginning of May, long vacation, holiday in Japan. So they are pushing me to go there 4 days. Maybe they're praying so much, and I'm rejecting. Oh no, I cannot, But the week before the Golden Week, I asked my teacher, dance teacher, you have a show in this weekend. I heard, where is my position, Oh, Mr. Luke, my name is Higuchi Haruhisa, my Japanese name. Oh, Higuchi-san, you don't need to come this weekend. Wow, what? You don't need this weekend because only girls dance. You are boys, no chance to show. You take vacation. What? Oh my goodness! I cannot say anything. I went back to the video center and I told my spiritual mother, oh, I can go in 4 days. Oh really? She's so happy, and I'm surrounded. Surrounded, and then I decided to go. That was so amazing. I didn't know. I went there, struggling, very negative and Cain type of, student, and I'm always talking my philosophy, and then maybe many team leader didn't like me so much, and then but I really had amazing experience. It's what struck me, not creation, not fall. I didn't understand the fall at all, And the restoration, is boring, I didn't get it, But further life course, it's made me so impressed. His Danbury, not the Hunnam, sharing the water, he keep. One point, I have many things to, impress. But one point, God's miraculously struck me, that the father practicing yoga inside Hunnam prison. Do you know that? He getting the cup of water per day he drank half water. Can you do that? If you're thirsty, you give him a cup of water. I cannot. I cannot stop, Keep half water. You know what I mean? Half of water. I cannot. Father did it. Every day, half water what he did, he put on towel. And he cleaned his body every morning before everyone wake up. And that is one of the yoga practice, very strong practice. In the morning, you grab your body through the cold water towel. That's wow. Father doing the yoga practice, and he practiced like all big eyes and big mouth, and he survived himself with so much hard. He walking, practicing yoga every day, every morning. He survive in his body, keep his body healthy. That he did. That I heard. Maybe no one impressed that part of the father's life course, But I very, very impressed. Wow, And then I changed my perspective. And then after that, really getting all the father's life courses to me is really impressed. And then I changed so much. And I went back to 4 days workshop to church. I convey my leaders and then my spiritual daughters. And then, yeah. So this is my story, converting, like really Buddhism, person to change the Christianity is, like a unificationist. That's huge conversion. Maybe, you guys, second generation, born with the unification church, and born knowing about the divine principle, when you are growing up, when you're when you're the childhood, you know the shape and, eight shape. You know, right? So that was so amazing things for first generation, you know that? And you have to be appreciated. I heard many times in second generation, I'm seeking truth, wasting time, don't wasting time, Your truth is here. We did, First generation, second generation, don't wasting time for that, You just learn, you practice, a divine principle, and you have to be many things to do, On top of the foundation, first generation made it. Wake up. You have a next stage. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? So that's point I really wanted to share with you. And then other things. Yeah, if you are born in Japan, second generation, you born in America, right? I know, maybe have difficulties, when you go to the high school, middle school, you have only Asian, maybe some Asian, you're getting might be discrimination, or you think that why I'm here, it's why born unificationist, why I'm born in America, In Japan, it's maybe same culture. Many Japanese people don't say they are unificationist. They couldn't say unification, but you are lucky. You say unificationist, they don't care, It's not much the persecution in the American school, right? But, in Japan, it's different story. They cannot say their identity. It's one thing. But you appreciate here, born here, raised up here, like a freedom, You have really great education here. No matter what, in Japan, it's different. If your parents didn't come here or didn't stay in America, you are in Japan now, okay? You're growing in Japan. Huge difference. The first generation really endured the stay in America. Japanese people, it's very hard. The language barrier and cultural differences. We are easy to go back. Japan anytime. So that's things you have to appreciate your Japanese dad and your mom. You're staying in America. Thank you. And you're getting a good education, freedom. and then you have speaking English. Thank you. And you speak Japanese. At least you're understanding Japanese, right? Thank you. You're bilingual. Oh my God. You have an already global mind. That's a story why I came to America, right? These questions. Why I came to America? Yes, I did when I was dance practice, my dance teacher, Japanese, she came from America. When she was in middle school, she went to Oregon, and then she graduated Portland University as a dance major. And she came back Japan when she was 30, and I was 25. And then I became her disciple. And she's very open-minded. She's really global mind. I very much getting influenced by her. And I was wanted to come to America. I've been working in Japan. Church activity, fundraising, witnessing every day. And so I had to go to Japan. I'm go America. But I wanted to come. I came in one chance, Ocean Church, 1988. Kesson was there? No? 1988, I Japanese brother, father invited me, 50 or 100 Japanese brother to Boston, Massachusetts, the Gloucester, tuna fishing. I went there, 88, when I was 25. And that first experience in the United States. That time, just Ocean Church, I caught two tuna, huge. Well, very unusual, A really lucky guy, I was 700 pounds. And took 2 hours too. Anyway, I have many stories. And then I came America, wow, this is America, to New York. I stay in New York. I went to the Broadway dance center to take dance class, secretly. You cannot say that things, And everyone went back to Japan. I stayed two more weeks, and and then practicing. Wow, this is a Broadway. I couldn't forget that feeling. And I really wanted to come to America. I went back to Japan because of there was blessing time, 88, 6,500. I thank you or not, I met I match is Korean, right? Korean, great Korean sister. So that's a beautiful Korean sister. It's very, But from beginning, I didn't think that beautiful or any, wow, that's Father's match is, miracle. We had so much struggling, and then I can talk about my marriage life, separately, and then I can. That's my kind of story. It's a long story too short. I just give you the point to my life. Yeah, that's. And then what's happening is, Father. I was preparing. The only way to go to America that time, I had to apply the UTS. That's one of the way to go to America. I'm preparing a UTS and a TOEFL to get that point. To qualify, go to America. So, and then I got the news. Father invested the Bridgeport University. You Bridgeport University, the sister, just you graduate, right? It's great university now, amazing, right? That time, almost closing. Few students, few faculty, no dormitory open. We went to the that time, 93. Yeah, that was ghost university, so dangerous, in the Bridgeport. City, but there was a recruiting came. Who want to go to Bridgeport? I'm going. I'm like jump up. I'm saying I'm going. Central figure. Okay, you can go. And prepare. And then I came United States, and then since then I stay. I didn't go back. And so, Bridgeport University ESL, just English kind of learning program, 6 months I staying there. I went back to Japan again and fundraising again and came back and stayed in New York hotel. And then since then, I'm staying here. Anyway, that's my kind of brief, my life testimony. And after I came to the United States, many things happened. And I'm very grateful and appreciate my wife come with me. She's like a Korean typical, like a countryside sister. She never think to come to America. And then because of me, she came with me, and stay with me. It's really appreciate. And then also I had after that, I was become a professional dancer. It's one of the things, in New York City. I wanted to challenge my life again. My life purpose become dancer. It's that's really, kind of wow. That I had a dream, before when I was young, very young. So I couldn't forget. I wanted to challenge again, and I practice. I went to the dance practice again, and then it took 1 year to getting back my body structure again. So I did, and I took the audition. Like putting the number here and dancing, and then showing, in front of the people like and like flash dance, movie, only. So that's I passed, Yeah, wow, I passed and getting into the company, and I'm working for 3 years, and then I traveled around Arkansas, Tennessee to showing a dance piece, as a professional dance group company. So 3 years, I wanted to go next step, but I realized, that there's more higher level people, a lot. Dance has to be started from 3 years old, ballet technique. I cannot go back to 3 years old. So I realized, it's realization, many realizations, okay. And also, my daughter was 3 years old at that time. My daughter called me dad. I really didn't know I become dad, I didn't know. I didn't realize. I'm pursuing and focusing reach my dream only. It's very sorry for my wife, very sorry my daughter, I really repent. I really changed my life. It's my daughter called my dad. And I quit my dream. This is it. I have to work for her, make money. Not really making money, but I decided. I was so selfish that time. Not selfish. Yeah, I'm blind. Just blind. I just wanted to reach my goal. And then I changing my life and then working for Japanese corporation, Japanese company. Well known. And then luckily, I have big mouth, very good for the interview, I tell us lots of lie, And then Japanese corporation executive believe me, oh, you are good, You join our company. Really? Wow, that's dream company. Never that high big company is available to join. And I'm very happy. And working the company 10 years. So in that time, God's trained me. God's trained me that. What has training? In that time, I working for the copy machine printing scanning company. In that when I joined, only copy machine, printer, scanner, separated. And no computer is not really much, connecting with the networking. So that time, so-called analog generations. Analog generations, I'm selling copy machine separately, selling printer separately. And then time is coming, shifting to the high technology developing, internet developing 2000 to 2010. It's really changing industry. And I had to learn. Big mouse, I tell lie, I know computer, I know network, when I was, interview, okay, I joined it, oh, really? I ran to the school, computer school. Next day, I'm paying and learning computer, until the really company, starting give me the 2 weeks, grace time, and then, I did it. I learned it. I learned it network, how to make it TCP/IP, and then every code to the many networking language, because I have to deal with the big company's IT guy. It's my client. How to speak the same language. No idea what he's talking about, first time, Oh my goodness, and I had to learn, I had to study, and I did, It's my passion was shifting, And then if I learn, digital, it's very easy, It's not very difficult, And I'm learning. God's really appreciate it. I'm become like a technology guy now, Why are you laughing? I become like I can. You believe or not, I can video editing, that? I can do, many things, computer network. I can do, not only email. I can do many, but, I appreciate, And then, now I'm grateful working in the headquarters, media department. Yeah, before that, how we can getting the company to the working headquarters, because of the human rights issue coming out. I have time, I have it's okay. One another big change in my life in the story is this. And when I was a copy machine company, I got phone call from engineer, And then that time, Robin Highway going on, Higuchi in Japan, and they really wanted to stop Japanese kidnapping and confinement issue. That Mr. Torgoto, 12 years confinement, he coming out. And he's like, he's tour around the world. He came to America and he gave a testimony, amazing testimony. Extraordinary, faithful brother. 12 years he is confined, but he keep his faith. Unbelievable story. Maybe you young second generation don't know much about that. But he was persecution in Japan, very hard. Kidnapping 300 members in Japan. And then many people renounced, go out to church, didn't come back. But few come back, including me. I was kidnapping my parents. I was confined 4 months and mental hospital. That's another story, a very long story. I cannot talk today. But this is a very, very incredible, experience. But I couldn't talk that things, And then engineer asked me to, there is 20 of victims living in the United States, who has experienced the kidnapping and confinement in Japan, married with America, or they moved to America, they are staying in America. There is data, list. We call them, call up them, we meet them, we share story with them. The engineer want to meet to become central figure for comfort those people, because we can talk. We never talk before. We put in there our mind, never. We forget about those things. This is not good for me to. This is nobody understanding my sacrificing, my experiencing. But we share very very good, very good. Resurrected the comfort ourselves so much. I very appreciate what the engineer did for us. And then I visited congressman in Capitol Hill with her, and then with the big shot, Reverend Jenkins, everybody, And then I was there and then demonstrate, in front of the consul general. I think you guys did too here. And then that big time. And what I want to talk today is where does this story come from? And that's a huge, that I thought one thing is, why I'm doing these things, I have many chances to go back to Japan. Why I'm staying in America, even working for outside company, for what? I really had questions myself. But I get it. God put me to this mission to help Mr. Torgoto, who been confined 12 years, to raise awareness, this issue, to win his court case, stop kidnapping and confinement in Japan. That's God's plan. He needs somebody in America, so you stay there. I felt that way. God's preparing me to stay, and to work for that things, Oh, I see. So that's why I'm here. Done. Finish. My mission is done. And then I was, but leadership is changing. Dr. Balcom, Dr. Kim don't know about me. They design me. I didn't work for the headquarters at that time, and I'm doing any other part-time job. Back and forth in the lender that's calling me and keeping me to any event and occasion. Guests from Japan, guests from Korea, I attending them. And many times I travel around with a guest. And Peace TV came, for and Mr. Machida working the across the country, Gods of America bus tour, I was attending. Very part-time job. I was not, really full-time that time. But I'm appreciating, I'm very, very grateful to work for the Providence, wanted to keep working Providence. And then I get a mission that will raise awareness for the kidnapping issue. Luckily, I studied how to videotaping, how to editing, because I cannot depend on the video department headquarters. I have to do myself, That's my intention. I have to making video for raise awareness. So I did myself. I studying, learning, myself. And then I got a, background, technology background, digital technology background, So how come, dancer who is not really familiar with technology, become technology guy and become like a editing media department, kind of miracle, When I was 30, how old are you guys? Below 30, right? Second generations. When I was 30 in America, came America. And also I studied English. That when I was 30, I remember I go to Bridgeport because I couldn't speak English, And then I was studying English. And same time, I studying marriage with my wife. I studied learning Korean too. I living in a Korean town in New Jersey, and I study, watching Korean drama every day. You can believe that? That time is very booming, and Korean drama is so fun. Oh my goodness, That's Yeon-sama, just Jeju, Kim Tae-hee, I'm getting into that every day. Cannot sleep, Boom, it has a rental video and then put in every day. And my wife and me, and I cannot sleep, Next, we have to what next, And and then until the morning, At that time, I didn't want to study much, about Korean, dictionary. I never saw Korean dictionary. Just guessing, what's he talking? Very close. Maybe, that's dinner time. He's saying 먹어요. Maybe he's saying食べなさいって言ってるんだ. 그렇게そういうふうに guessing. I'm guessing everything. And then I asking my wife what he said. Oh. 食べなさい. Oh, my wife, by the way, can speak Japanese too. And then he giving, she giving answer. And I get it. They get it. I develop my skill in Korean. Unbelievable, I can do everything, right? Many things. You guys lucky. I wanted to say, Japanese descendant, the Japanese people, you guys very lucky to learn Korean very easy. You are very lucky to, if you want to Korea, very easy, very similar. Like a Spanish, Portuguese, very easy to Italian, very easy, right? They study. That much similarity. You don't know. But once you study Korean, sorry for Western people, it's very tough. But we make effort to learn English, You can do it too, So anyway, so many stories, I have many things to tell, but, I very short, no time, but I very appreciate to hear. I'm very exciting to nowadays to working headquarters. You have, I went there, the Chicago, Risako was there, and happy birthday, Risako, anyway. And then, very exciting moment coming now. Very exciting. And then I was working in the media department. I've been traveling around every workshop, every event, I was videotaping and interviewing people, I was there. It's so exciting. Nowadays, and then coming December, became like a director of the Hyojong culture, not director, supporting director, Hyojong culture. I cannot say. And then anyway, I am conducting preparing the entertainment. 무조건 dance or not, you will see, we have new dance, but, it's really kind of very difficult situations. We are now thinking, still thinking what's going to do, use dancing. And also I'm getting a more Christian praise dancer come together, and they're getting very exciting atmosphere, creating the exciting the event with, Christian brothers and sisters. And then really, time is coming. I wanted to say this one too, Many things I want to say. Time is coming, really, really exciting time, coming now with mother's leadership. Because I think one more thing, Sanshia, very long, sorry. One thing, I had this inspiration, when with second generations very exciting to the mother's leadership. We have event, and Madison Square Garden. So, but we had the same kind of feeling before. When the father met Gorbachev, when the father met Kim Jong-un, no, Kim Jong-il, right? Kim Il-sung. Father met Kim Il-sung. Can you believe that? Father met the Gorbachev, Wow. First generation, that time, 2000, before 2000, 1990. Wow, we came. Wow, we did it. With heaven on earth, it's around the corner. We felt that, everybody. Wow, time is coming. But what's happening now? It's all the things gone. All foundation is gone. Because we didn't have enough foundation. Sorry, Father. But we couldn't do the same mistake again. We have to really settle the foundation with our movement, and then we really want to mother to go to meet Kim Jong and then Putin's, and then national, Trump, President Trump. We really want her to meet. But not only meeting, top meeting is not really can making the heaven on earth, okay? We need manpower. We need you guys, to be ready, to prepare as a second generation, as a first generations, and to be lights of, to shining the communities. Showing your faith, your righteousness or, greatness, everything you have, So, kind of very, very interesting moment. I'm very exciting, and then, yeah. So, that's good enough. Thank you. Okay, so let me pray yeah. Dear Heavenly Parents, thank you, Father, here today opportunity to you spoke through me, and I hope they getting some little tips to touch their heart. I hope, and maybe good enough to speak myself. But please be with this community, develop this community centered on the Reverend Catherine Ono, and maybe other elders, and become together into one with this young second generation. And very grateful, thank you for you are really keeping this church and then developing this Boston church for the sake of other state, and to become lights and hope for the for future movement. Thank you. This is the time I really grateful, believe you are keep hoping this community to be your real here son and daughter of true parents and the heavenly parents. Thank you. I giving this report and prayer together with these brothers and sisters in my name, Luke Higuchi, Blessed Center family. Thank you so much.